I'm here today to talk about the person who has had an impact on everything you see. Doug Heath has had an important role in keeping the Scottish Rite Temple modern. Look around. When he started, it didn't look this good. And we have done many different things. I have worked with Doug over the time that he's been here. He's very easy to motivate. You just tell him you can't do that, and he'll figure out a way to do it. And he has proven me wrong on many different occasions. If you look at this building, it is now 97 years old. It opened in 1927, and it was built for $250,000, which in today's money would be $4.6 million. And they paid cash for it. So it has served us well. The building next door is 114 years old, and it was the first Scottish Rite Temple. It was built in 1910. And Doug started over there and completely redid that whole facility. The floor was sagging. We had a number of engineers that came in and said, well, you had to do all of these things. It can't be done. It's an old building. Can't be fixed. Doug fixed it. He figured out to raise the floor, reinforce it, and make it work. So good things have happened with that. Some of you are wondering, in 27, the Shrine Temple was built next door. It was torn down when the interstate came through. Now, if you look at the way the interstate comes through, it zags a little bit, so this building stayed. Now, there was a reason for that. Judge Gray, who was on the Highway Commission, was a member of the Scottish Rite. And he had some influence in redirecting it, so they moved it over, and the building stayed put. So that's why we're still here. So as you consider our history, we've had a long and interesting time. I want to point out some things that, as you walk around the building, that you will see that Doug has created. The first thing, when you go in the auditorium, we have redone the auditorium very extensively. And the one thing we had to get was a new stage curtain. And there's a company called iWeast out in New York, and we ordered this curtain, and they set it in. A couple big boxes had half the curtain for each side. And then we had to figure out how to get it up. We got some estimates because it would be pretty expensive. And Doug decided to put the half a curtain on his back and climb up on the ladder. And several of us were holding the ladder, and he hung it for us. I don't think he can do that today.
Don't tell him that.
That's right, yeah.
But it was quite an accomplishment. As you look around the building, the electrical system in 1927 was a lot different than it is today. And we had dark spots in the building. Doug was instrumental in getting LED lights put in our hallways and all around the building, so it looks a lot better. And it's made a big difference. Technology. We've come a long way with that. And both Doug and I would agree that we probably don't know too much about it. We know how to get it done. And he particularly led that. There are lots of things about this old building you need to know. There's a security that has to happen because there's people who tend to think that there's a big treasure in here. And from time to time they want to break in. So Doug was instrumental in helping us get cameras, get things in place, and make a difference. We've gone through the flood of 2008. The electricity was off. We're high enough the flood didn't affect us, but the electricity, and they had to put a power unit over across the way and connect us and connect the people around here to provide the electricity. We put up new trees on the outside. Doug was instrumental in getting those things done. And so our purpose today, and I'd like to have Doug's family members stand up now so we can recognize you. These people know Doug well and help to keep you in line from time to time. So we appreciate you showing up today. Thank you. Up here. Everyone can see you. I have a picture of Doug on the plaque here. You can't see it, but it's a much younger version.
I remember that guy.
And I chose a younger version because Doug's trademark is this thing under his nose called his mustache, and it circles. And it's always been a part of him since I've known him. So we put that picture on here.
Thanks.
The plaque reads, Douglas Heath, building manager and registrar, 33rd degree Mason. Service years 1999 through 2023. Doug enhanced the appearance, function, and appeal that displays the historical authenticity of the Scottish Rite Temple. He improved, fixed, or modified many things to modernize the temple. His efforts allow the temple to meet the needs of Eastern Iowa Scottish Rite Masons. We are better because of his efforts. Well done, good and faithful servant. Now, this is the plaque. You can look at it. You're not going to get it. We're going to put it up in the building so people remember what you did and the impact you had on this particular facility and the effort you put in to make it what it is. So let's all stand, give Doug respect.